Welcome back, numismatic stackers. Welcome. Well, since they paused on the Lincoln cent for now, I want to talk about Lincoln cents, specifically the early Lincoln cents. We're going to go to Variety Vista and we're going to analyze the mint marks, the early ones. We're specifically going to be targeting the 1914 Lincoln cent, P, D, and S, because I don't want you to ever buy a counterfeit Lincoln cent ever again. And so if you come to Variety Vista and you just click on Mint Mark Designs, we're going to be looking at the 1914 Lincoln cent, so the earlier cents. We want to see what the mint marks look like, so we're not fooled about anything that's fake out there. As you can see, from 1911 till 1933, this is the style of mint mark that they used. It has a double serif. It's a serif at the top, serif at the bottom, and it does have that nice hand-carved look to it. Let's just further go down. As you can see how the mint mark has changed. That's pretty neat. That's the second design. And then, I've seen this all the way up to the early 50s, so the bottom part of it looks bigger. And this really helps you understand the mint process, so, throughout the times, how things have changed. Now we're going to go to the San Francisco mint mark here because, again, these are totally different. So from 1909 till 1916, you have this blocked serif look to it. And you can, if you haven't one that's in decent shape, you'll see that little dot in there. And so all these mint marks are the same font, okay, but some of them have different mint mark placements. We'll get to that in a little bit on both the Denver and the San Francisco mint. Look at this one here. This is the second design here from 1917 to 1941. We're all comfortable with that. And so on. They start to change. I've seen that. Actually, that mint mark is on the Mercury dime as well. The trumpet tail. Yes. And there's RPMs on that. I've seen that many times. And so forth. I'm not going to keep on going. We're focusing on the earlier ones because we want to find some numismatic coins, and knowing is the best for all of us here. So I'm going to go to the next page here. The mint mark placements. There's 6 different mint mark placements on the 1914D. Now I want you guys to really look at the date, how it's much evenly spaced, and look at the spacing on the 4 and the type of the 4 that it is. It's more narrow. It's hard to explain. I wish I knew what type of font it is, but it's just looking at them for so many years, you just start to notice if anything's different when you're out buying coins. I always recommend buying them already graded, but there is 95% of them out there are raw. And so you can see the one in the right here on the bottom left here, bottom middle here, that one's like the lowest mint mark placement I can see, and you can see how all the fonts are exactly the same. I'm going to go to the rest of my screens here. We got this one right here. What do you guys think of this one? Because that's a real one right here from PCGS. This is a San Francisco mint 1914. As we look right here, that is very, very nice. Tight, nice spacing, has the right mint mark that we just talked about. Okay, if I go over here and I look at this one's for sale. It doesn't match, does it? There you go. I can't prove that this is fake, but I can just tell you right now, I would avoid it saying that it's fake. Okay, now I'm on eBay and I'm just typed in 1914 cents, so the P, D, and S's are going to pop up. And so we're just going to take a look and see if we can find some real ones. This one looks pretty good. This one looks legit, just like we just discussed from Variety Vista. Here's a graded one. Pretty worn. We're just going to pass on that. I'm going to find a fake one. Okay, so here's a different mint mark placement versus this one right here. Let's just click on this one here just for education purposes here. Looks, that mint mark doesn't look blocky, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to this one here. Let's see if there's a difference. That's it. That one's real. Okay, but you can see how the mint mark placement was a little bit different than this one. I'm trying to find that info if I had that book. See how that one's more centered. So I would just avoid that one because that's just me. Okay, I want true examples. So when I go to PCGS, look at this one. Obvious fake. It's even blurry and everything. This is like a 1944 Denver. This is the wrong mint mark. The spacing on the date's incorrect, and they purposely blur it out. Yikes. 225. Yeah. You see, it's not too hard. It's one of the most faked Lincoln cents out there. Is the 14D and the 1909 SVDB for sure. Let's look at this one here. 390 for this. Maybe it's not. Why is this so weak over here? Let's look at we should look at the reverse on that one actually. I'd like to see the reverse if I could see that, and wonder why. Both sides are really weak in that area, but I'm not seeing like a cut or anything that would cause that, like for a mint error. That's odd. It almost looks like a possible grease strike through error. I'd rather see it graded. It does have a nice rim to it, but that's kind of strange how I can't find out why that's like that. Usually you have like a grease strike through error or something like that. That's what I would probably buy. Make sure the holder is real. Gotta make sure it's got the insignia there. Mint mark looks right. And then so VF25, just make sure you agree with that grade. I do see a little lamination kind of going through here, or a kneeling problem right through the center of the coin there. It's pretty neat. Flip it over, go through here. That looks like a real coin, because you know there's a lot of fake holders and fake coins that are for sale on eBay, but you know you just gotta look up the serial number. And I've looked at so many slabs, I can tell if it's real or not just by the fonts. I used to be in electronic publishing, so I'm really good at memorizing fonts. For some reason it's one of my useless skills, but it's becoming a useful skill. Yeah, let's see. That one's goofy, you know. Well, this one does actually look like a real example. As you can see, there's different placements of these mint marks. Has the nice serif. There could be some that are. I just got to find those identifying markers on some of these coins to see where the mint mark placements are. Let's look at this one. Yeah, that's a nice one. You see how that's a little smaller. It's a little further down. I've seen them a lot further down, like this one. There you go. See how that one's kind of to the left and it's much lower? There's a couple different varieties of these things. I'm just trying to look for a good one, but they're going to be pricey. Look at this one here, 14D. Small mint mark it's down to the center, but skewed to the right a little bit. So there's at least 3 or 4 different mint mark placements on the San Francisco 1914. And we have 6 that we know of for the Denver mint. And yes, I would have to. Ooh, that one's really worn down. I can't call and see that. Yeah. It's just so worn. It looks weird. Like it looks distorted. But yeah, at first I'm like thinking that could be weird. But that's a real one. It's just corroded. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the color. 14. So, like I said, I'm a collector of the 1916 and older. So I figured I'm gonna be finding some fakes anyways. Look at this one. Is this one even graded? Let's double check. Looks real to me though, by the way. That's the way it's supposed to look. Nice sharp strike. So it's not graded? Are you serious? Why would you not grade that? There's got to be something wrong with it if it's not graded. BU details. Yeah. Just my opinion. I think it was once graded and it wasn't a grade that they liked and they cracked it out. You're going to find a lot of them that are definitely worn down, or they're going to be details bent even. Holy cow, it's probably a cornfield find, huh? Yeah, I see a big chip on the side of that rim there. All right. I think we're going to do a couple more here, guys, just because it's a lot of fun here. It's early morning here for me. That one, I question that one. I'm not going to say it's fake. I'm just going to question it. This one, I'd say yes. This is that's an authentic 1914 S. That's an authentic 14D. Wait a minute, look at that 9 on there. That looks kind of goofy. Or is it just my eyes? It's just the lighting. That's an authentic one. always got to be very, very leery. This is why I like to use eBay for educational purposes. I just like to look at stuff to make sure, when I'm out in the real field, I grasp this information. And this is key information here. It's really hard to get information like this from a book. It takes a long, long time. You got to look at example after example after example. What do you guys think of this one? Yeah, that's the right kind of mint mark. That definitely is. Exact same from Variety Vista for sure. And let's see what holder it's in. Let's see what holder she's in. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. PCGS. There you go. See, oh, it's a nice coin. Nice coin. Mint State 64. I like to get just the Philadelphia mints in really nice shape if I can find. Okay, here's this one I seen the other day. This one is totally sus. Something's wrong with this coin. Because you can't see the 1 and the 9. The D is just goofy looking, and it looks like a 1944 Denver capped die possibly and tooled. It looks funny. I would just avoid it. I don't really care who sells them. It's just I'm just calling it out for the information here. There's a nice one. Probably a little steep on that price there, but 14, a little too much wear for my taste. 14D right there again. 14D. See, there's a lot of 14Ds. You're gonna find a fake one eventually, and I've found a couple already so far. There's a perfect 14S. Yes, that's a nice one for your album. Not too bad in price. So that's about it, guys. What I got for you.